Alrighty, so as you can see, my yard has seen better days. Oh, it doesn't matter. Well, there's not a lot going on in the yard, so today we're going to pick out, today's video is going to be mad random, pick out some weeds in my garden beds. Oh, excited for that. And then we will probably just pick out some wintergrass, and I'll talk about a couple of different ways to actually get rid of wintergrass in your yard, or other guys like to call it Poa Annua. And Poa Annua? Poa Annus? Poa Annua. They like to get that out of... Shut up, Ben. Yo there, mate, what is up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. So yeah, the yard looks, like winter. What can you do when it looks like that? A lot. I mean, special mix is still going to be applied all the time. But let's get down nice and close and let me show you the effects that the frost is having. All it is frost burn, and it's just drying the grass out. I had to water the lawn the other day, which is unheard of normally in winter. So yeah, looks alright from this angle. Maybe I'll just vlog from over here. Anyway, let's just have a look at the grass blades. Righty, so as you can see, it's just starting to brown off. Just your classic dormant sort of look. So cool season grass can actually go dormant, which means it just stops growing and goes a little bit yellow in this season when it is freezing and you're getting heavy frosts like we have been getting. So it's nothing to worry about. Just, you tend to get it more in areas that get heaps of snow, but here in Orange, because we just get so cold, the lawn starts to go a bit crusty looking like this. So you just deal with it and you just do other stuff. So my main focus for today's video was going to be actually pulling out, see all this grass here. So that grass is just from when I oversowed the yard, because remember I only did that like a couple of months ago, and that's just the grass that flicked in there from my broadcast spreader. So all we're going to do is pull this out. I'm going to show you a couple of different techniques of doing it. There is absolutely heaps. Man, a bit of wintergrass in there as well, a bit of everything. But yeah, we're going to pull it out. I think, yeah, I don't even think this is going to be able to pull out very easily. No. Alrighty, so these are going to be my tools today. Good old shovel. And then we've got a little bit of a mad dog thing. That's what it's called, a mad dog thing. This is a paintbrush that I paint weeds with. I'm going to use that today. Put some glyphosate in there. Crazy kids and their wood chips. I think this is going to be really exciting content today. As you can see, all these little bad boys are pretty hard rooted down in the wood chip and the soil that I've got underneath, so it's not really easy to pull them out by hand. You can get a screwdriver, this is one of my kids' plastic ones, but same thing, and try to pop it in there and pop it out, but still not very easy, so we'll forget about that. So one option you can do is get a shovel and dig it out. And even still, like, woo! The roots are even down in there. Mate, I don't know if you can see it, but there's roots all flying around everywhere, so root system's going alright. Ha! Makes me a little bit excited. So I don't think I'm going to shovel them out either, because all the soil, as you can see, is sticking to it as well. So I think we'll be painting it all around up today and then pulling it out once it's dead. So I'm not going to do a Connor Ward and mix up products on the lawn, because I'm a scared man, I'm not brave. So, tip in the glyphosate. Yeah, that was exactly 40 mil. And then I'll go fill it up at the tap over there, you don't need to see me do that. And then we'll get painting, eh? Oh yeah, what an angle. Alright, so now we're nice and low down to the ground, and I'm going to show you how this paintbrush works. Most of you probably know how a paintbrush works, but the liquid just comes through here And only when you sort of push down on the bad boy, like this, it actually comes out. Now, since I've got a bit of that blue marker dye in there, it's actually, you can see we've painted, which is pretty handy. So if you've got any blue marker dye, I recommend you put some in there, because it will wash out. It will wash out your bark chip over time. Ooh, it definitely smells like Roundup. Be safer than this and don't get this close to it like I am right now. But yeah, easy as, just paint your weeds. It's good. This thing is great for garden beds because you're not going to hit your plants. See, if you were spraying Roundup in your garden beds, you've got a good chance that it's going to get a bit of spray drift. It's going to drift on your lawn, or it's going to drift on your little nice rose bushes, or your camellias like me back there. You can get a piece of cardboard and put it against edges and stuff, but I really still don't like risking it in that case. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm going to stay in the garden bed the whole time, because if I walk in and out, I'm probably going to walk Roundup onto the lawn, so I'm stuck here now. So I just got this half done just here, and I recorded it, but my camera cut out, so extra short time lapse for you from this side down here. But yeah, basically, yeah, well, you can guess what I did, so it doesn't really matter that we missed that footage. There's heaps of good content in there. You're missing out, guys. Yeah, let's just time lapse this side and hopefully it works. Yeah, dab on them heaters. Dab on them heaters. Well, I'm glad to be done with that. It took like 20 minutes, but it's a bit of a pain in the bum job. If I miss any spots, at least I can come back later and see if they're dead or not. That's how you find out if you missed a spot. But yeah, blue marker dye, definitely good. First half I did with the blue marker dye. Second half I didn't, and it was heaps hard to tell where I was going. So get some blue marker dye. Just watch out, it does stain your hands. Alright, all that done. Finally, that's not fun. Finally done that too. I mean, in all my videos, every time I edit them and I look in the background and see that grass in the garden beds, just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Anyway, so let's start talking about some wintergrass or some Poa Annua. So this time of year, you'll notice a lot of it starting to pop up if you live in Australia. If you're in the States, you'll probably see it in the next couple of months when you start to get into your cooler temperatures. But there's a couple of ways you can eradicate it and get rid of it. And certain grasses will be able to take certain herbicides, and certain grasses you'll have to do manual labour, i.e. picking it out by hand. Now, a quick comment about wintergrass is you'll generally find it growing in spots that are a little bit more wet, a bit more moist, or get a bit more shade. This area is sort of like that. As you can see all the light green patches? That is all Poa Annua, or wintergrass. So yeah, see, all I'm going to do is get a screwdriver and dig them out. Or I can even pull them out like this. It just depends on how deeply rooted they are. Wintergrass is pretty good though. It's got a pretty shallow root system, and it's not too hard to pull out. Alright, so here's a classic example of some wintergrass just here. As you can see, it's got seed head. If you can see that, let's get a bit closer. Aha! You cheeky little boy, hiding in there. You think you're hiding away. Anyway, so yeah, there's a bit of wintergrass there. So that's a bit of wintergrass just there. So you'll see it popping up at this time of year, and it forms those little seed heads like that. Just there. Those nasty little boys just there. Alright, so there's quite a few wintergrass killers out there. Heaps that work, but it depends on what grass type you've got. So I'll just run through the couple of different types of wintergrass killers out there, and then we'll go from there. So basically, a main one that a lot of people use is called Monument. There's Tribute, there's Poa Check, which is wintergrass killer at Bunnings, or Endothol is the active in that one. Those are the main ones you're going to find on the market that are going to kill wintergrass, apart from your pre-emergents, but you know, we're not going to get in the pre-emergent line because I have done that before, and they don't work as a post-emergent anyway. So your main one's Monument, which is going to be great to use on, say, most of your cooch and your zoysia. You can use it on your Queensland blue cooch as well, so you're safe with that. When it comes to Kikuyu, can't use it, and buffalo, same thing, you can't use it. It just, well, it kills it basically. And the same thing with Tribute. Tribute you can only really use with cooch and zoysia. When it gets to Queensland blue, stay away from Tribute, and it's not going to work with any of your cool season grasses or anything like that. But Monument is a better herbicide because it will actually knock down a lot more weeds than Tribute does as well. Tribute's a bit cheaper though. If we're going to talk about what we kill wintergrass with in perennial ryegrass, we can actually use Poa Check. So I can't use Poa Check at the moment because we are getting frosts and it is so freezing. So the only option I've really got at the moment is to dig it out. Come spring, if there's any more wintergrass hanging around, I will actually use some endothol or Poa Check on the yard. But when it comes to fescue, buffalo and kikuyu, there isn't really much of an option, to be honest. If you live in a warmer climate, it'll just die out in the summer. There's the options there. Ask me some questions below about that as well, if your grass type is compatible, in the comments here on YouTube. Ask me some questions there and I'll answer them for you. If there's any other herbicides out there you have used and they work, I don't know absolutely everything in the world, so write that in the comments below. But yeah, that's my way to get around wintergrass. I'm just going to get it by hand at the moment. I recommend if you don't have much, just doing it by hand anyway, or spot spraying with some glyphosate. That's another option as well. Well, that about wraps up what I wanted to talk about today. Thanks guys for watching, even though the content isn't the best. Hopefully you learned something about wintergrass there though, and a way to knock it out of your own yard. Manual labour is always the safest way, but sometimes the most frustrating way, as we all know. Glad I finally got that grass out of the garden beds. Man, I needed to do that. I waited way too long for that. But anyway, doesn't matter. Hopefully the shirts, I keep saying this, hopefully the shirts are supposed to be here this afternoon or tomorrow. So you should see them in the store at least by next week. Today's Thursday. This video goes out on Saturday, so hopefully you see some shirts on there. There's only 60 in stock, so if you want one, get on there quick, because yeah, they'll be out of stock soon. I'll order some more anyway. It just takes a little bit of time, that's all. There's still stubby holders here. I got another batch of stubby holders, so grab one if you want on the store. Check out my online store anyway, lawntips.net/shop, and just check out the stuff I got on there. I've got quite a few lawn plans. Great time of year to grab one now, whilst we're just about to kick into the season. I'm only doing them for Australia at the moment, the lawn plans. I'm eventually looking at doing it for the guys over in the US as well, but that is a long-term goal. Anyway, thanks for watching guys so much. I appreciate you watching these videos week by week, and yeah, I'm looking forward to spring. Just make sure you have also a good week. Yeah, we got some veggies. Got some broccoli. Oh, there actually is some broccoli heads on there. Is that what they call them, broccoli heads? Broccoli, lettuce, wintergrass.